everybody, how are you? Welcome to our video, to our channel, to our today's topic. And all you're gonna do is to like, to share, and to subscribe, so that you're going to know the next time that we upload a new video, because we're going to keep on giving you amazing content. We are really going to give you amazing videos that are full of deep content that is going to leave you changed, leave you transformed, and leave you a better person. Okay, so let us jump right into it. Don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment to let us know what you think, to let us know what you would want us to talk about, and all that. We really appreciate your time. We really appreciate the fact that you're watching this video. So we're going to jump right into today's topic, or what I have found rather interesting, and I want us to share this video with you. I want to share this video with you. Okay, so now today's video, we are going to talk about life generally life, but specifically we are really going to unearth you as a person. Yeah, we are really going to focus on you as a person. And the subtopic, or really the topic that I've found intriguing for today, I want us to focus on the person himself, the inner person, to be specific, because I have realized in this life we all want to win, isn't it? Yeah, we all want to win. Nobody wants to become a loser. Nobody wants to just come into this world and live, and at the end of the day you just live without any legacy, without leaving your footmarks, without leaving anything. We all want to win this war. We want to win in this world, and tell you what, it is doable, it is possible, it is achievable, it is doable. So stay right there, don't move even 1 inch, because we are going to give you amazing content. So let me just, I found this really interesting, that the inner person really determines how we handle issues. The inner person really determines what we become in future. Yeah, it really determines what you have been feeding on. Let me put it this way. Your subconscious, your conscious man, your conscious is what is really going to matter. If at all you're going to win anything in this world, if at all we are going to achieve anything in this world, your conscious, my conscious, is really important in this matter. Okay, so next time, don't assume things they don't just happen, they don't just find you. And for one, I want you to understand that you are not existing out of default. You are not in this world because there is nothing else that was supposed to be done. That you are just put into this world because it has to be done. No, you are here because of a purpose. You are here because of a reason, and this reason, each and every person has a purpose into this world. Each and every person has a reason as to why he or she is existing in this world. Okay, so next time you see a person, that person seated next to you, that person you see on the street, everybody, and in this world we are counting almost 8 billion people. We are at 7.9 billion in the whole world. And I tell you what, in all those 7.9 billion people, there is something that is deposited in each and every person. Okay, there is something very unique deposited in each and every one of us. So it is very important to give that person some room, hear what he or she has to say, and listen or pay attention to what he or she is doing, because it matters. He matters, she matters, you matter, I matter. We all need each other. We have to learn to coexist with one another, because I need something from you. Hey, that's something that is deposited in you. It is God who put that thing in you, because he knew very well, I'm coming into this world and I'm gonna be needing that something that he put in you purposely. He did it because he knew I'm gonna need that something. And the same case applies to me. He put something in me because he knew the world needed to see he needed to see or to hear that something that he put inside me. So everybody is equally important. Everybody harbors something of value inside them. Every person harbors a treasure inside them. And at this point, I'd like to remind you or to inform you that we have authored a book that is a combination of divine inspiration, own research, personal research, encounters, heavenly encounters, and it is really amazing. It is speaking volumes in regard to such a topic that we are talking about today. The book is dubbed The Treasure Hidden Within You. That is the title of the book, and it is then in its production stage. It's gonna be out soon. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be lit. I'm telling you, the moment you start reading that book, everything in you is called out. It's called out. It's called out, and you begin to manifest. You begin to see yourself for who you really are. Amazing. Yeah, it spoke to me. The book, as I was writing it, it was also speaking to me, and it spoke to me in a magnitude way. It really woke me up, and it is an amazing job, an amazing book. So once it's out, we are gonna premiere it, and we are gonna let you know how to get it. Okay, right back into our topic. We are talking about the inner man, now the subconscious, your conscious, what you have been feeding your inner man over the years, is very important, and it's a determining factor on how you are going to manifest. What you think about yourself, what you see about yourself, what you really see in yourself is very important. And I will tell you this for a fact, that in a human being, in a normal human being, in 80% of what you need to succeed in life, 80%, hear this, 80% of what you require in life for you to be successful, or for you to be relevant, or for you to win, 80% of what you require is harbored inside you. Isn't that amazing? 80% of what you need is right there within you. It is right there within you. It is screaming. It wants to come out. But tell you what, you still harboring it. You still, like, you don't want it to come out. Not that you don't want it to come out. I know you want it to come out, but there are so many factors that are hindering that which is stored on your inside to come out. There are so many things that are hindering you, but one thing I know, you could be hindering yourself. Yeah, get that right. You could be hindering yourself in the sense that maybe to start with, you're not even aware of what is inside you. Imagine, it's 80% of what you need in this life to succeed, or to be relevant, or to get wherever you want to go. But I tell you what, in most cases, we don't even know that 80% is in us. The rest 20% is what we outsource. And I thank God, because He has really equipped a lot of people. He has made people to become vessels that chisels human beings, vessels that perfects human beings, vessels that helps us, bridges us into our destiny. That is amazing. But I tell you what, that is only 20. And you can be listening, or you can be feeding on the 20%. It is a nice thing. You can be feeding on the 20%. But until, get this right, you can be feeding on the 20%. Outside there, it is good. It is of value to add knowledge, to add exposure, to add perfection, that's an amazing thing. It is beautiful, because at the end of the day, it is one agenda we are looking towards. The agenda of getting into our destiny, the agenda of manifesting, the agenda of getting where we were born to go. But That is only 20% of what you need, and it is out there. It is a package that is out there. I want to first of all focus on this 80%, which is the package inside you. The package inside you. And in most cases, we are not even aware that this 80% lies in us. It lies inside you, deep down inside you. It wants to come out. It is screaming. It is bulging. It wants to be seen into the world. But it is so sad that it could be there within me, the 80%, but I'm not even aware it exists. That's a terrible, terrible mistake. But don't worry, we're going to be correcting it very soon. Okay, so this 80% lying within you, it is a deposit. It is a treasure. Okay? And in most cases, I might not be aware that I possess any of the treasure we are talking about. And what will happen? Because I am not aware, I will chase the 20% that I told you, the outsource, the 20%. I will chase it with everything that I have. I will chase it with every meaning that I got. I will chase it with every fiber of my being. I will invest time into chasing the outsource. And at the end of the day, you will think, after listening to that motivational speaker, after listening to that preacher, after reading that article, after feeding yourself with all that positive vibe. Remember, I told you that is only 20%. So what will happen? You will sink deeper deeper into frustrations, because you're not gonna see any results. You're going to sink deeper and deeper into frustrations, because the fact that you left the 80% sleeping. Yeah, let me use the word sleeping. You left the 80% sleeping, and you chose to chase for the 20% outside there. So you're going to chase it. It might even take you 5, 6, 10, 20 years chasing the 20%. God knows, we've been there. We've done that. It is frustrating. It is cumbersome. It is tiresome. And at the end of the day, you end up where you started. And you start saying, these people, they are liars. These are positive. All this, I've done everything. I have prayed. I have fasted. I have read the Bible. I have listened to every positive vibe. I have followed the right people. You know, I have kept the right company, but nothing is working. It's not changing. Wow. And you end up saying, you end up giving up. And we don't want anybody giving up. No, nobody is going to give up. We are in this together, and we're going to win this together, okay? So toughen up. Let us unearth this. Now, the 80%. The 80%. It is in your inside. And I tell you what, it came when you were born. It was there. When you were growing up, it has been there. When you've been going to school, when you've been doing all those things you've been doing, it has been there, lying there, sleeping. And that is why I said, when you're not, first mistake to do is to be not aware of what is lying on your inside. That is the first mistake that we are going to correct. The fact that you don't know it lies inside you, we are going to correct that. And we bring us into the awareness that everybody harbors something on the inside. Nobody is empty. Nobody is empty. Even the small children you see, even that 1-day-old baby, nobody is empty. There is something in everybody. There is something in everybody. So we are going to start with the first step of articulating or being aware, coming into awareness, coming into self-awareness. That is what is going to matter. Number one, coming into self-awareness. First of all, you need to become aware that there is something that is hidden inside you. There is some treasure that is inside you. There is something that has been put there by your maker, not by people, by your maker. He put it there because he was sure, he was assured through you that which he has deposited in you, it will be trafficked into the world and it will be felt. It will be touched, you know. And that is how this is where we say, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So once you become aware of the deposit that is in you, now you start the journey of being conscious. It is one thing to be aware. It is one thing to be aware of that thing that is in you. It is another thing to be conscious about it. Are you conscious about it? You know, there's so many of us, we are aware of the deposits in us. That is a beautiful thing. But still, we have not perfected this 80% by being conscious of what is inside us. Now, when you are aware, awareness is good. When you realize that strength that is in you, when you realize that talent that is in you, when you realize the gifts that are in you, when you realize the abilities that are in you, that is a beautiful thing. It is another thing to be conscious about it. Are you conscious about it? Am I conscious about it? Because I could be aware, but then again, I'm not conscious. So how do you know you are conscious about what you are aware of? How do you become conscious of what you are aware of? How? Because at the end of the day, I told you, we want to win. We must win. We must manifest what God put us into this world to become. What he had purposed each and every one of us to become, it has to be done. We don't have an excuse because everything is deposited in you. Now when you become aware, now if I become aware of the possibilities locked up in me, when you become aware of those possibilities that are locked up in you, now you began the journey of consciousness. Now, a lot of us, we are conscious of fear, we are conscious of failure, we are conscious of heartbreaks, we are conscious of letdowns, we are conscious of rejections, we are conscious all this positive or negative vibe. And you know what we have been conscious about over the years, it will determine if we are going to be conscious of the positive. You get that? What we have been conscious of over the years, it will determine if you are going to be conscious of that possibility we're talking about. Now, come with me. Let me show you something. When we are growing up, how you were molded, how you were brought up, how you were talked to, how you were dressed, how you were handled. Some of us we are abused, and it broke a lot of our will, our esteem, that it took almost the whole world to fix it. And you need to, if you find yourself in this box, the first thing to do is to break out of it. And nobody is going to come and break it for you. You are going to realize this is a mess I am in, and you're going to take the first step and say, I must get out of this mess. You have to purpose to get out of it. Because if you don't get out of that fear, if you don't get out of that fear of the known and the unknown, depending on how we were brought up. Remember, a human being, I equate, or rather not equating, this is just an example. I will say a human being, when that baby is born and growing up, that baby, you're like a book, an open book with so many chapters. And you know what? These chapters, some of these chapters that were written 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, all these chapters, they can be, if they are negative chapters, they can, or if they are chapters that are harboring negativity, they can be rewritten, okay? And they can be rewritten, and we can have the positive chapters vibing in your life. And everybody needs that. You need that positive vibe in your life. So when you realize, when you become aware of the possibilities, you have those abilities. Now, the next step is being conscious. We have said that what you have been feeding yourself, it will determine if you will be able to walk in the possibilities that are hidden in you. If you're going to be articulate, if you're going to be relevant, this will determine a lot. So it's gonna be a journey, and I'm already loving this journey. I'm already in love with the steps, the baby steps. I love them. And one thing I can tell you, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a day or two or a week. It is a journey. It is a process. But the fact that you took the first step towards achieving this, it means you are getting somewhere. Okay? Now, you have to be conscious that the gifts, the gifting, the abilities, and the possibilities you became aware of, the giftings that you realize, oh, this is in me. Now, it is time to be conscious about them. It is time to start walking in them. All right? If for example, you realized, this is just a very simple example. If you just realize some push in you, some drive in you, and you feel, wow, I can cook. I love cooking. And you find yourself cooking like, cooking is an art. I love cooking. It is an art. And it makes you there's so much personality about you. And if by tasting somebody's food, it can tell you what type of a person that is. Okay? So it is an art that I love. It is an art that I so much love. So this is just an example. If you realize, I'm passionate in writing, I'm passionate in cooking, I'm passionate in singing, that is the first step of that awareness. It has come to you now. You are aware. You can do it. Okay? It is one thing to be aware. It is another thing to start walking in consciousness of that which you have realized is packaged on your inside. It's a beautiful journey. In your consciousness is where now you learn to perfect it, you learn to accept it, you learn to strengthen it, you learn to guard it. Yeah. Guard that which you have realized lies on your inside. Guard it with a lot of jealous. Guard it. Don't let anything or anybody come between that which you have become aware of. Because I tell you what, if we are going to go to take the right steps, you're going to realize that it's just a matter of time, actually. Just a matter of time. You find yourself where you want to be. We are going to win. Okay? So, it's amazing. It's a wonderful to have you. It's so wonderful. And I don't want to forget anything. I don't want to forget anything at all. And I will tell you that when you become conscious of that which you were earlier aware of, consciousness is walking in it, guarding it, perfecting it. Now, the next step we are going to take. Remember, I told you this is 80% that is lying on your inside. Now, the next step you are going to take, we are going to look for the 20%. Because that 20% is what is going to make this package become complete. It is what is going to make this package be ushered into the world. It is what is going to make this package to be appealing, And I will tell you one thing, that the world is gravitating towards value, and not just value. It's looking for the value that is packaged in the dimension that the world is looking for something. I will for sure tell you that. And maybe what the world is looking for, it could be harbored on your inside. The fact that you're not aware, it makes the world to continue lying in want. It's still in need. So we need that which is locked on your inside. make sure you're aware of it. Be conscious of it. Okay? Be conscious of it. That is 80%. So you're your own determining factor. Whether you achieve your dreams, you get your destiny, you are number one determining factor. And then factor number 2, we are going to outsource now for the rest 20%. This 20% now, the 20% now, okay? The 20% now is where we include all the positive material that is lying in this world, all the positive speaking people, all the education that you would need, all the knowledge that you would require, all the perfection that you would require, all the pinpointing here and there, okay? Because the fact that I have this thing and I have this treasure, I have started working in it, I will need to know how does the world need this to be packaged, okay? In this age, in this era, what is really needed in this world and how to make it come forth. Now we will be sourcing for the 20%, and it's gonna be amazing. And I tell you what, the fact that the moment you become aware of the 80%, the moment you are aware, the moment you are conscious now, digs into it, and you start working in it, it will be the 20% will be like spark to you. It looks for you. It chases after you. Okay, even if you were to chase for it or to look for it, you won't really tire. You won't really. It's not as such a hassle as when we will start by the 20% for going the 80%. Now, when the 80% is a package. Now, this is an almost complete package. Now when you get the 20%, wow, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be wonderful. And I told you, the world is gravitating towards value, okay? And everybody is valuable. We are only not valuable when we don't realize, when we don't become aware of what is deposited in us, number one. And we are only invaluable when we are aware of what is deposited in us, but we are not conscious of it. And we can still be invaluable if we articulate, we be aware, we start working in consciousness, and then we don't look for the 20%. All right? So let us purpose, let us focus to become better, to become bigger, to become everything that God purposed us to become. And I will tell you that in this age we are living in, there's no room whatsoever for mediocrity. All right, the world is looking for something, and that something could be in you. Actually, it's right there in you. All right, it's an amazing journey. It's gonna be beautiful. Remember, I told you about the book. When it's out, I'll definitely let you know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Oh, let us spread this positive vibe, and more videos to be coming soon. And when you like, when you share, when you subscribe, actually when you subscribe, you'll be able to know the next video when we come up. All right, thank you, bye bye.